Overall, though, I want to say a thing or two about them hitting Super Heavy Samurai and Purely. Because a lot of people, I think, and I get why. I think it's fair to be confused. I did not personally expect them to do it. Hitting Delicious Memory and Super Heavy Samurai Scarecrow so hard right off the bat. Overall, I have to say, though, that I don't hate the decision. I think if they were planning to make a ban list right now, it would have been weird to not touch these decks at all because they would have been very powerful. It's a little bit of a preemptive hit, and honestly, for both of those decks, I am not sure if they are dead. I still think that the Super Heavy Samurai hit is a little bit harder than the Purely hit, even though both are major hits. Specifically, the Purely hit makes less sense to me because Purely, I don't think, was as toxic of a deck as Super Heavy Samurai. That is, yeah, that's weird, I think. Super Heavy Samurai is just dead now, right? I mean, I'm pretty sure that Vakaushi still does some shit. Like, I'm pretty sure that if you start Vakaushi, you can still do stuff. The big deal is that the Soul Piercer is not a starter anymore. Right? The Soul Piercer is not a starter anymore, and the bike also only searches Soul Piercer, right? The bike only searches... The bike didn't search Wakaushi, right? Or could it? Oh, bike searches everything. Which is the one that only searches a Super Heavy Samurai Soul? Is that the scale? The big Benkai? The Benkei, okay, yeah. So bike still... I mean, the thing is, right? You can still do... You still get shit, right? You still get set up scales, Barone, and whatnot. They just do Barone Regulus and Apo times 3, that's it. But yeah, with only 9 cards, right? Only. With only 9 cards because the wagon doesn't work anymore. It'll be an engine for other decks now. See, and that's, I think you could argue, I think you could really argue that the cards are still strong enough. I think what it does now is still debatable whether you want that in the game, right? It kind of feels like a mini adventure engine to me. Or what why is it even, why do we even call it mini? It's like bigger than that, right? It's kind of like still an adventure engine that we just have now, right? Which honestly still is not bad. And then of course, I mean, the most based hit of the century is Mathmech Circular. I love that for us. Love that. The world is healing. I feel like they stepped out of their way to make this ban list. This does not feel like a very usual TCG ban list, if you get what I'm saying. There are a lot of hits on here that I did not expect them to make. Not in a bad way. Not in a bad way, but I don't think it falls into their usual like pattern to hit new decks early for once. Like, I mean, look at it this way. We've been complaining about Konami doing things too late for like forever, right? So literally no one has any right to complain about them hitting Purely and Super Heavy Samurai super early. You literally are not we are not supposed to complain about that because that is what we wanted forever. We wanted preemptive and hits that are in time, and they have not, they haven't even killed the decks. Believe me, Super Heavy Samurai is still a powerful engine, and Purely, when the new XYZ comes out, will still be a solid deck. Or maybe even is now. So, you know, Super Heavy Samurai is dead. I mean, as its own deck, I think so too. As its own separate deck, I don't think people are going to be using Super Heavy Samurai as much anymore. But I can definitely see someone playing like 9 cards that make Barone the Fleur before they combo. So I like that. I like that they are... I feel this feels like they are listening to some of our concerns, right? Like the concern that we had that they hit cards way too late when they already were a problem and we already had to deal with that, you know? Like Cyberstein, for example, is a hit that Cyberstein was nowhere. No one played Cyberstein, right? It's just a toxic card that didn't have a home right now. And they realized that, hey, at some point this card could be a problem. So let's get rid of it. Hoban did? Yeah, okay, dude. Like that was after the ban list dropped. You think they looked at Hoban's deck list for YCS Philadelphia and went like, dude, add the Cyberstein to the list. Add it to the list. We have everything ready, but add the damn Cyberstein. Patrick Hoban is playing Cyberstein. Quick. God damn. I just want to know. I just want to know. Whoever decided that circular should be on here. I just want to know. I just want to know the person responsible for that. I just want to talk.